Remy.
And we got.
He has to do this like dramatic entrance.
I went to go blow my nose and I'm gonna go throw away the tissue. And as I did, the thing started up and I went, damn it. I was like,
Yeah.
So as far as you came from the sink and back.
Yeah, just like just sit down.
I put you on the camera. I put you on the camera first on purpose.
Why would you do that? I was hoping it was gonna be you or someone else. I'm like, I hope it's not me. I'm gonna blow my nose right now. Too late.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh,
hey everybody, we're the sci-fi. Excuse me, sci-fi fans here.
Oh man.
This week we're talking about Pandora.
Oh God. What is really going on for a good start? Professional review.
Man, but that was a perfect opportunity to, get you on. I was like, look at Remy. I was just laughing.
Professional review, people.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Remy. I apologize.
No, you're good, man. No, it's funny.
Yeah, we're so professional. One of us is blowing our nose. One of us is wolfing down food.
While the other two are just plain normal.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah.
You're from Jersey. There ain't nothing normal about you. And I can say this from experience.
Nice.
Oh, man.
She's not wrong.
Nick, you got somebody saying, "What's up, murder?"
Hello.
No, I hear you, Remy.
What? That dog keeps coming into the room.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Sci-Fi Nerds, and we are back with a brand new movie review this week. And before we get into it, I'm Donald.
I'm Nick.
Remy.
Doris.
The lovely Doris. And we are the Sci-Fi Nerds. And so, Remy, since you did pick this movie,
okay,
I want to go ahead and hear why you wanted us to review this movie this week.
All right. Well, the movie Promare, I kind of came across it like just casually because I think I was just on HBO Max one day and I was just like, I'm bored. I want to watch something. And I saw that and I went, let me watch it. And then I found out Trigger did it. And Studio Trigger is like this anime studio that I've watched a couple of their animes and they're like really good. So to see them do a movie, like to me, long story short, this movie to me is amazing. I absolutely love this movie because like it's insane, but it also like it captures your attention with its insanity, and it still somewhat makes sense also. And I'm like, it combines all of that and into like a good package, and like the animation itself is just beautiful. Like even just on my iPad, I'm still blown away by like the amount of effort that they put into each frame of this movie. Especially
it played out like a manga. It really
exactly.
Did.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like just wide panels everywhere. You're just like bombarded with like these immersive shots. So I guess the reason why I chose is because we were like starting to take on more of like an anime kind of review since we started with My Hero. So like I figured, what's the next anime we can probably review? And I went, Promare's pretty good since you don't have to have any prior knowledge of any show or anything like that. So I thought it'd be like a good movie review to do. And plus, like I do like that. And plus we have like reviewed some animation like related stuff before on this channel. So I thought it was like a good like entry into that. So I
will say this is my first time watching this film. If I'm not mistaken though, Remy, you did bring up Trigger. When I was researching it, they said they wrote like the entire film.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. Trigger. A lot of the Trigger properties are like totally original. They just come up with them. They're not based on any manga.
But they wrote, the whole film. But I saw I'm big on animation, so I prefer animation over live action. I've always wanted to learn how to create animation because I just love animation. And so I prefer those movies all the time. But Remy, you was right when you said the animation in this film, and it rocked. It was really, really awesome. And you can see the different types of animation in one scene at a time. Mm-hmm. So they took a lot of time and effort in creating this film, and that's what I loved about it the most. So we'll go ahead and start with the first question, and Remy, I'll come back to you and we'll just go down the line. describe the introduction of the Promare film, because I enjoyed the introduction a lot.
Do I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I thought the introduction was like really interesting because again, I was just watching this movie on a whim, so I didn't know what to expect from it. So like to see that kind of opening where it's just like, oh my god, these people are being set on fire, like they're blowing up. I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm like, this is kind of dark actually. And it cuts to like this bright city landscape with like this music playing over it. And at first I was just like, okay, this is kind of odd, but again, I'm like, what is this Trigger's style of animation? They kind of like have like that very distinct character design to them. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So then later on down the line, when we like start getting introduced the like the fire force or the fire division, like I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. And then like what captured my attention was like the amount of shots, the amount of like shots that like pan around and stuff like that. Like the animation was like very crisp with it, like especially like the first action scene between Leo and Gallo, where they're like swinging through the buildings and everything like that, and they're like swords and punching each other. One guy punches another and he goes soaring past another building, going through all the desks and everything, and the camera's doing like 360 turnarounds. I'm like, what is happening right now? But like it was still really good because like to me a good movie like has to capture your attention, and I felt like it did that like in like kind of like the first couple of minutes with everybody being set on fire, and then you're introduced to this fire division, and then like it lets you know there's these people called the Burnish who control the flames and stuff like that. They act as terrorists, so it kind of like really gets you engaged with like what's exactly happening. And you want to and I kind of wanted to know more of what was going to happen later on in the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because you even had people doing what we're doing. They were sitting at their laptop and just boom.
I know.
And they were just blowing up. And so they were talking about the human combustion. So when I first saw it, I didn't know what was happening. And it looked like almost like some type of virus. I don't know, like it would be little spots here and there sitting on the building. But it definitely caught my attention. Now, one thing that really caught my attention was Gallo. Because I didn't know he was a rookie, and he portrayed himself really, really well to not be a rookie. So I didn't know that, and I thought that was really, really cool to have the confidence and the charisma that he had, knowing that he had a duty to help protect the world. So I thought that was cool. But remember, you're right. When everything was blowing up, I was just watching like I don't know what's going on, but it was really, really interesting.
I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it was just explosions everywhere. Boom, boom, boom.
I know.
So
it's like listening to baby metal. You don't know what they're saying, but you're like, yeah.
It's like go along with it. It's like yeah. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, but it was cool, and like I said, what caught my attention was definitely the animation, because like I said, I love animation. I prefer animation. Like that's something on my bucket list that I really want to do with animation. Because I'm just fascinated with it. Like I'll sit and watch animation, film with my kids, because it's just something that I've always wanted to learn how to do. And I just think it's really, really cool that you could put a good story in animation form. So I really enjoyed the introduction of this film. What about you, Nick? Describe the introduction of the Promare film. How did you feel about the introduction?
All right. Well, we all know. All of us know. I do not watch anime. So this is utterly new to me. Like this is a whole new world I'm stepping into.
Okay.
The opening to this was I want to say. Well, she said for me. It was pretty good. It was super long. It was just super long and like so stretched out. I'm like, honestly, you could have cut this a little bit; it would have been fine. It's still
I agree with that.
Entrance. But other than that, though, I thought the whole movie was great. Honestly, for anime, I give it it was pretty good.
Okay, all right,
good.
All right, Miss Doors, you up? Describe.
All right. Oh no, I'm scared. You're already talking about this like last week or at the beginning of this week.
So the guys that know me, when they tell me to watch a movie I've never seen before, for anybody watching or that will watch this, if you've ever watched Mystery Science Theater, that's me. I'm like making comments the whole time, good, bad, indifferent. The opening scene where the guy's sitting in traffic, or I thought it was really deep that they came right out of the gate with the abusive husband to the pregnant wife and stuff. Now, they said it was spontaneous human combustion, which is a big phenomenon even in the world today. But when you found out later that the Burnish were actually like a subspecies breed, whatever you want to call them, I think these people were people that had the gene and didn't know it. And because of life stress and everything in their life, they got to this point and boom, that's what happened. They combusted, not because they were being set on fire, but because their internal system finally kicked in. Stresses. You saw the guy sitting in traffic, the woman getting beat, things in life that literally will set you over the edge of stress. So that's why I was watching it and I was like, oh, that's kind of a deep subject. Yeah, I've sat on that bridge before. I know what it's like. So to watch these people, like, when you have a fit and you're like, oh, I can't stand this anymore. The anime gave the opportunity for that to really happen. So I don't think they were being set on fire so much as something came alive inside them.
So let me ask you this, Doris, because I know we've all, dealt with that kind of pain, or we've all been through something, some more than others. So when you saw the beginning of the introduction, was that something that you could relate through those characters?
100%. 100%. Whether it be friends or people I know, like I said, I mean, nowadays you hear about violence, where she just got tired of it and she click, click, bang. This was an animation fantasy version of, I done have enough of your crap. You're going to do it to me. I'm taking you with me. Boom. Sitting in traffic, you don't know the circumstances. Obviously, we've all been mad in traffic, but like the guy sitting in traffic on what would look like the San Francisco Bridge or something like that, yeah, that's what it looked like.
I think it said San Francisco. I think they state where each city is.
So it was like, maybe he has a dead end job. He doesn't want to go home. So when you're stuck in traffic and you can't do anything and I think we touched on this once before, when you get inside your own head, that's the most dangerous place in the world, is to be inside your own head.
Yep.
Yes.
And so these people just went boom. And I was like, I remember texting you guys going, okay, I totally get this.
Yep.
I think everybody does. It's like, oh, you explode. Cool.
Yeah.
Can I do that? It's like,
please, pretty please.
I'm about to go freaking crazy.
So
like,
Maddie said, same here. I agree with Nick. I really don't understand it. Okay, Maddie, so sit back and we're going to try our best to
No worries. We'll explain it. No, you know what? We're going to be honest with you, Maddie. We're not going to be able to explain it. You're going to have to watch the movie yourself. Because there's some parts of this movie I'm just like, I don't know what the hell's happening, but I love it.
This was like interpreting Shakespeare. I told you that. Edgar Allan Poe. I can do this.
All right, good. There you go then. Doris is our translator.
There you go. Doris will take good care of you, Maddie. So the second question I have was the soundtrack. So normally anime always, to me, has the best soundtracks. And the opening song was really, really cool. I enjoyed that song, the song at the end. And I also enjoyed the song when Gallo and Ania they were like on the ice, they're walking. Man, that was super awesome. I really enjoyed this soundtrack. Remy, how did you feel about the Promare soundtrack?
Oh, I'm with you, man. I love the soundtrack for this movie. I thought each song they chose like fit perfectly with like what was happening in the scene. Tragic, something tragic is happening. They play a really tragic song. I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling the feels. And then they like play a triumphant song when the heroes are winning. I'm like, oh yeah, I feel pumped up. Like that scene where Leo and Gallo like combine into that freaking enormous mech that stands
like
on
a
the
Gundam.
earth.
They reminded me of a Gundam. Yeah,
exactly. It was a Gundam. Freaking Mecha Godzilla times 10 size robot over the earth with the song playing in the background. They're punching the planet. I'm like, this is amazing. I love it. And the music made it better. And my favorite song though in this movie is when Leo like has like that rage scene where he like explodes out of a volcano.
Oh, yeah.
The song is called I think the song is called Kakuse. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like it's a really good song, and that's like my favorite. I have it on my phone because it's so good, and that's like my favorite song. Like that song is like a perfect, just like the classic. Oh, anime character goes berserk, and that's like the song for that.
Ooh, an anime berserker. Now there's a nice cross.
There you go.
I mean, there is an anime. I mean, there is a manga called Berserk. So,
what about you, Nick? How did you feel about the Promare soundtrack?
I liked it. It was good. The most one I was fond with was when both, I guess, mechanized monsters were going at it.
Yeah,
that whole soundtrack right there.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Just last to the minute detail.
Yeah, that one will turn you up. That one got me kind of hyped.
I know that. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that one got me hyped. What about you, Doris? How did you feel about the Promare soundtrack?
Soundtrack itself was good. The one thing, and this is my critique on it, is I would have to watch more. I've watched enough animes, but this one to me, at a few points, the music seemed over dramatic and it was taking away from the action. There was too much going on, too much stimulus.
I could kind of see.
You know, I mean, it was good, but maybe if they had scaled it back a couple decibels where you were able to focus on the creatures because you were sitting there going,
exactly.
You know, it distracted me a little bit. It was good. It was really good soundtrack, but I think they could have scaled it back a little bit so more of because you got sight, sound, and you know, in my case, you're trying to read because I was doing it with sub. Too much stimulus that it was a little over the top for the soundtrack.
I had to do dub. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do sub and watch this at the same time. I'm like, I need to do dub. Give me the dub right now.
So is that something that you were talking about, Nick, in the beginning, you know, kind of scaling it back? You feel like maybe the intro was a little too long? Is that one of the things? Okay. So it's one of the things that we were touching on there.
Like no offense. I went to clean my bathroom, come out, and the intro was still going. I thought I was watching it.
No. Nick, listen, you can't do that. You can't expect anime to be like, oh, okay, it's done. It's still going. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, damn. Okay. It's like, oh.
All right, here we go. We have an image here of the Burning Rescue. Yeah, that is a awesome
good fan art right there.
Look at Vinny.
Freaking the rat
on the table eating. So let me talk to you a little bit. Go ahead, Doris.
We could cosplay those characters. Look at that.
My hair.
You know what? I'm not.
We could pull that off.
Yeah, we could. Sir, no. Okay, Serge could be the big muscle dude. Varys on the side right there with the red hat. Nick could be Gallo.
Wait.
You could be. I'm trying to think. Should you be Aina or should you be Sonya? Because like, there's two girl characters.
Yeah, but I got the blonde. I can do the twist.
Okay. All right, then you can be Sonya. DJ could be the guy in the back with the eggs, Ignis. We're just gonna ask him. We're just gonna ask him here, grow out a mustache, and you're all good. And then I could be the green-haired guy because his name literally is Remy in the movie. I'm like,
you know what? The pink-haired chick is Donald.
Yeah, you're the pink-haired chick. That's you.
That's so nice.
It's perfect. No, you know what? Donald, you could be Vinny. You're Vinny.
We forget that there's two girl characters, but you only got one.
I don't know.
No, wait a minute. Dawn cannot be the pink-haired chick because she's built better than the blonde. Well, no, that would be accurate. No.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
Okay. All right, back to the question. we got sidetracked for a second.
Oh boy. No, this is good. This is good.
Nah,
So,
this is funny though. I actually wouldn't mind doing a cosplay of these characters.
Remy, talk to me a little bit about the Burning Rescue. For one, who were your favorite characters in the Burning Rescue, and who were your least favorite characters in the Burning Rescue?
Ooh, I like Burn and Rescue overall. I do like them. I think each of their characters has a good design for them. I thought each of them had a pretty good personality. In terms of like my favorite, I would say it would come down to probably Gallo, Sonia, Ina, and Ignis. Those four I thought were really cool. In terms of my least favorite, I don't really have any least favorite, or I guess I do. I think it was like Varys and Remy. I thought they were both like meh because I didn't really have that much screen time with them, so you didn't really get to like become familiar with them. They kind of like seem kind of generic, like the big muscular guy and kind of like the smart like kind of strategist or tech guy. I would say, like overall though, I thought they were all good. Like I thought each of them had their own little quirks and stuff like that. I thought Sonya was like the most. Her and Gallo, I thought were like the most charismatic out of the entire group. Sonya was like a tech whiz when it came to it. She was insane when it came to technology, and then Gallo was just like that. Oh yeah, I'm burning up, like that kind of guy. Just like, oh, let's go, like that kind of person. But I thought all of them were good. I thought all of them were good characters to follow along to.
Hey,
hello.
Glad to get you on here. Awesome, man. That is awesome. Glad to see you on here. That's cool. But yes, Remy, I agree with you. Of course, Gallo, Ania, Angus as well, because they had a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
In this film, like it was one scene where they were just kind of laid out, and he was giving orders, and they're all like, "Yes, sir." They have a lot of respect for him. But those were, I mean, I liked all of them but obviously they showed more than the others. So you kind of have a love for the ones that they showed the most. But those were the three that I enjoyed the most, and I thought all of them did a great job. And what was unique about this film as well that we see so many different characters with different personalities in this film. So that's always a plus. And you obviously see them working as a team, which was really, really good because you saw that from the beginning, right from the beginning. So I thought that was cool. So I enjoyed the Burning Rescue team. They were really, really good. What about you, Nick?
I was highly confused on what I was watching.
You sound like my Nick.
I will not lie. I literally sat here contemplating. I'm like, what am I watching?
You're watching Magnificence right now.
One minute it's firefighters just whooping butt everywhere and putting out fires to a gigantic robot fight battle in the middle of I don't know where. I'm like, what happened?
How did we go from this to that?
Nick, I will say this, Nick. I will say this. I do agree with you in a sense. Like if you put your head down for a second and look up, you're going to miss something big. More important.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You really have to be
like. That's why I feel like you got to watch this in the English dub instead of the subs because they're like looking down the entire time. You're like, crap, because I didn't watch it in sub both times or 3 times I've seen this. I've watched it in the English dub because I think the dub is really good, but also the fact that it's so crazy that I can't look at the subtitles and look back at it because I'm gonna go like, what has happened? Why did he get thrown across the world? What's going on here?
Like for a second, I look down to grab something. I look up and then I see a head of King Ghidorah just flying. I'm like, what did I miss for a
No, that was
second?
this morning for me.
No, that's Manda. You had a fire version of Manda going around.
I'm like, what did I miss?
Everything.
Oh, man. Yeah, if you put your head down and just for a split second and look up, it's
like Whiplash.
Oh man, you missed something. What about you, Doris? Talk to us about the Burning Rescue team.
Okay, Burning Rescue. Look, I'm just going to look at that picture right there that they see in the screen. They were okay. Don't hate me. To me, stereotypical.
That's
You
fine.
had your good guy. You had your smart girl. You had your muscle guy. You had your quiet guy. You had your commander who's in the back walking at them, who's got the stoic look and stuff like that. But I think that was the design of the story itself, because as it progresses, you realize they're good guys and they're good characters, but you're seeing it all wrong. You learn that later on. So they were actually excellently designed, deliberately stereotypical of what you would expect of a firefighting team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you first meet Jersey Shore, when you first meet Jersey Shore over there, your first impression, the way they did him is exactly right. He's arrogant. He's young. He's look at me. I'm great, you know. But that too was deliberate for making him look stereotypical. And then you learn he's deeper than that.
Yeah.
That's good.
So they actually put a lot of thought in this. It almost makes me want to see like original cells, because I bet you they weren't designed like that to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would make from your analysis, that would make perfect sense. And even with Gallo and like everything you just explained, like in the
Mr.
introduction.
Jersey Shore.
My God.
Because like I said before, when he's introduced into the beginning of the film, I didn't even know he was a rookie, because he carried himself differently than, you know, your typical rookie would. So they didn't, you know, come off right away and say, hey, you know, this is a rookie. But you're right, you know, as the story progresses, he does have a lot deeper personality than, you know, we think from the beginning, you know, to the middle and to the ending of the film. So I thought they did a really, really good job.
It's almost like they deliberately portrayed them for you to see them as stereotypical. Don't judge a book by its cover, because they do that here. You're about to enter into where you realize, oh, this isn't what you think it is.
Yeah, that was a really
that's my boy right there.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Mad Burnish.
So
my boy.
We are about to get into the Burnish. So Remy, we'll start off with you. Talk to us about the Mad Burnish team.
Okay, first of all, I love their freaking armor designs. Like when they first show up, those armors that they wore on top of the building, those were, excuse my language, badass to say the least. Those were really cool.
You said the A word.
I know. Oh my God. Okay, but like, come on now. Like literally, the two guys form like freaking motorcycles out of fire, while Leo forms a freaking throne and just sits there like this, watching the entire thing, and he does like a freaking sword. He got the sword out of fire. How is that not cool? I don't understand.
He does better than that. Come on, Remy. What does he do?
Oh, he freaking Lord, when he goes berserker mode, he freaking unleashes Manda onto the world and destroys everything.
Oh, he goes full Eastern Dragon, and
he
I just
freaking
about
goes Super Saiyan. He goes 100% plus Ultra. God, it's freaking amazing. It's beautiful. I love the Burnish. They're so cool. You know
me. When I saw that part, I just about came unglued, and I'm like, "Oh, go Dragon, go Dragon!"
Yeah, see, it's cool.
Burn it all, eat it all.
But also, wait, one more thing. But also, like, aside from the designs, I do like their characters where Leo says like they don't hurt anybody or they don't kill anybody unless they have a reason to. Which made me go like, okay, there's some honor to them. They're just not. They're not pure villains. They're just like, no, we give people an escape route. We're just trying to send that jerk Cray a message like, hey, stop hurting us. Exactly. They're anti-heroes. Exactly. Thank you, Doris. Like, they're not totally bad guys. Like, yeah, don't burn stuff, but they're not killing innocent people because they're just like, no, we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to send him a message to stop doing that to us. So I really like
their own way of riding.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I really like the Burnish. I thought they had cool designs, cool characters. I thought they had the best, like, themes connected, like, actual soundtrack connected to them. in each scene. So yeah, I thought they were really cool.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Remy. The Burnish was awesome. I will say personally, I want to know the two other characters a little bit more because the movie was really long, but I want to know the two other characters a little bit more. But I will say this: the Burnish didn't play at all, and not just about themselves, but they were also like together. You mess with one, you're basically messing with the other. You mess with that one, you're basically messing with another. And then the scene that you're talking about, Remy, when he was going super crazy in the Manda form was like, that was awesome. That was super awesome. And then you got the freeze force trying to attack him from everywhere and just I mean, like he went into like this super rage. He was like, "Oh, I'm done playing. Like I am done playing. Like I'm about to shut it down."
Exactly.
Go ahead, Doris. You got something on your mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, Doris. Come on, bring it on.
Okay. For a split second, remember when I was commenting and I said, "Ooh, political"? You know what that reminded me of?
What?
What's that?
When the Ukraine finally got done with Russia's crap.
Yep.
They just went, all right, time to tackle it back.
Sit down.
And you know what, Doris? That is so true. That is so true. And those are two similar sequences because, and like we said before, we get to a point, you get fed up, and that was that turning. That was that turning point. That was the turning point where he got fed up. He was like, "Look, screw this." I mean, he was going. It was funny
exactly.
He knocked Vulcan into the building.
Oh yeah, all he did was just blink, and he spurted him out at the building. That's all he did. He closed his eye, and then he just shot him at the.
So
he's going, "Damn island!"
Exactly, the stupid island.
So Leo was like by far my favorite.
Oh
yeah, Leo's awesome.
But yeah, Leo was awesome. What about you, Nick? Talk to us about the Mad Burners.
Yes, what did you think?
Honestly, when I first saw him, it kind of reminded me of, no offense, Team Rocket.
That's fine.
Cause
Jesse and James.
Jesse James and Meowth.
Yeah.
We're blasting off again.
Hey, I did like that guy that did the older guy that was with the Mad Burners. He turned on him bad. Like I wanted to beat him.
Oh yeah, no, that guy sucked.
Like his jelly bean head. I don't know why he did that. he turned on. That was bad. That was messed up. And that was one of the intense parts in that film for me. And I was like, because Kiyosha was just sitting next, she was knitting. And I was watching, I'm like, no, and I'm finding out all this stuff. I'm finding out sisters on here. That was like really, really bad, man. I wish I could have just slapped him for doing that. That was terrible.
You know, when Vulcan shot him, he was like, "Here's your payment, old man." Froze him up.
Oh man. Yeah, that was bad. So when he sat on him too, boom! I said, "That's bad. You got shot and sat on him."
That's right. I thought he was gonna get crushed. He sits on him, he just crushes him.
Man, he got double crossed. He got double crossed.
Exactly. Well, of course he did. You don't trust the villains when you team up with them.
Oh man. All right, Doris, you're up. Mad Burnish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like I said, when the story develops, you are painted this picture that they're the good guys, they're the bad guys. And when you realize that the Burnish are just like, I just want to live my life. This is who we are. We're not doing good, bad, we're just surviving. And then, the one part that really hit home again with a political side view was where they were being prosecuted just for who they were. Like the guy that works at, what was it, the pizzeria or the coffee shop?
Pizza joint.
Normal life, his whole life. And soon as they realize who he is, it's, you're evil. And it made me think of the persecution of other religions, Islamic and stuff like that after 9/11 and stuff like that. You're an evil human being because you do this. They're not. There's radical factions.
Yeah.
But even with the Burnish, there wasn't a radical faction. There was just them. And so the whole buildup up until that point is you're being trained that they're the bad guys. You're being told from one point of view for a reason. So you paint this mental picture and then you realize, oh, I was wrong. And that's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted you to see through the point of view of the rescue rather than the Burnish. So when I realized who the Burnish were, and they were their own people, and they were being prosecuted, and they were hiding off in the shadows, and they had little, campsites and stuff like that just to survive. I was like, okay, thank you. Now I understand it. And I'm sorry, Leo. Oh, he ranks right up there with like a few good ones. That was powerful.
In the dub, literally when he like yells, he's like, "You're gonna pay great force." Like he literally like yells it. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, and the thing too that Doris pointed out, I did want to go back to even the pizza guy, because when I first saw the scene when Freeze Force comes and Vulcan and all his guys pulls up, and you've done a good job, because anytime I see him, I just hate him.
Oh
so
yeah,
I hate you on screen.
Vulcan sucks.
Yeah, he did a really good job, because every scene I saw him, I'm like, it's him again. And when he goes to the pizza joint, he's like, anybody that moves, they're
terrorists too.
They're terrorists. And this guy's terrified. All he was doing was making pizza. And what was crazy, you can see how the other humans kind of turned on him even when they found out he was making pizza.
And this is the guy
when they have one guy, he's like a pizza, he's like, oh, this was made by Burnish, gross. He like throws it on the ground, and you're like, what are you doing?
And unfortunately, that is
it happens
real in human life. That happens right now, and it irritates the crap out of me when people do that. I would pick that SOB of pizza up off the floor and go, it's good. I'm just that person.
You should. Yeah. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's well past the 5-second rule.
There you
go. I don't care if it's out there for a while. Just to prove a point against an idiot that's going to be like pass judgment like that. I'm sorry. I like pissing on people like that.
And I don't have
I don't blame you.
I don't have no money to be wasting food like that. I'm gonna eat that pizza. I don't got it. I don't have it like that.
It's like, oh, save me a couple bucks. Give me that.
You want to spit up that mushroom?
Here you go, like a bird.
A Ferengi. I'll chew your food for you.
Nick's just being grossed out. He's like, stop it.
And Doris, you can go ahead and swing for the fences for your question.
Okay, so I thought of this when I was watching it, because so name the top characters. You got and I can't say his name without laughing.
What?
Wear your glasses when you're reading subtitles. Okay.
Oh, Foresight. Great Foresight. I've been thinking about it though.
I remember going, oh, that's what it said. Okay. But you got him.
Yeah.
You got Gallo. Yeah. You got Leo. Just in your minds, I want you each to think of the main characters that stood out. If they were going to make a live action, who would the actors be and why?
Ooh. Oh, God, that's a good one.
Yeah, I sat there and stewed on this for days, because I was like, Foresight. Now, and this, not only is it an actor situation, but if you can think of somebody in real life present situation that character reminds you of, subtitle that as well.
Wow. Well, I think for Leo, I actually have one for Leo. I think Sebastian Stan wouldn't be too bad of a choice. Because Leo to me had like that very quiet demeanor to him, and like he had a few moments where like he raged out, and that kind of reminds me of Sebastian Stan's performance as the Winter Soldier, where he would be kind of that quiet kind of villain, but then he would have moments where he would just like break out and start yelling when he got really upset. So I feel like he would be a good choice for Leo. And if you have to make him older, that's fine. Like this would be like a different interpretation of Leo, where he's like an older, kind of worn down kind of leader for the Burnish.
Fair enough.
As for Gallo, that was a tough one.
Geez.
I can tell you who I thought of for
What,
that
so
one.
what? So Cray was the governor, right? He's the guy.
Yeah,
that
he was the
Gray Forsythe.
So I would have to go. Wow, to play him. So if I really wanted to go a little darker, I would do Willem Dafoe.
Ooh, that'd be pretty good.
I would, yeah,
Oh.
I would do, yeah, I would.
Oh.
Willem Dafoe. Although, like, I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like for somebody in live action to play Craig Forsyth, I feel like I would want an actor that's a little bit more bulky because that's what he is in the anime. He's like really kind of tall and huge. So,
Well, that's the way they portray him, and that too is metaphorical.
that is true. Yeah.
And he had a pretty cool machine too. When they were in
Oh
that
yeah,
final
that giant
battle, I was
robot
like-
thing.
And,
Yeah, that was cool.
and the thing that bothered me about him the most, the way he felt about Gallo is how I felt about him. Like he kept saying, "I can't get rid of you," but every time I thought he was going, he kept coming back. I'm like, again.
Donald, that's classic anime right there. You think you got rid of the villain, but then they come back again. You're like, what the
Like,
die? What are you doing?
That's like Goku and Frieza.
Exactly. Frieza should have been dead years ago. Oh, man.
When he came back after that spirit ball.
I was like,
I'm going to add my 2 cents. I'm going to add my 2 cents when it comes to Gallo. Although the character is older, do you know who I see playing him? Who's I am great. I am perfect.
Tell me.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God, no, no, God.
I am great. I am perfect.
Nick, I know you like that one, Nick.
Oh, I'm Nicolas Cage, and I'm a guy that shoots fire out of his hands. Oh, look at me.
Yes, yes, it's exactly. I just totally.
Oh, I'm Ghost Rider, but I'm an anime character. What?
Yeah, that's how I see.
God, no.
That was a really good question, Doris. I have to think on that one.
Okay, I think Jason Momoa actually wouldn't be bad as Gallo, because like, okay, forget that. What? But they could be kind of like the same kind of like personality though. Like they're both kind of like rookies. Like they have like that kind of high spirit to them. I'm more focused on that kind of aspect of Jason Momoa with Gallo. Not like the hair exactly.
What about Robert Pattinson?
Actually, Robert Pattinson would be pretty good as Leo.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson wouldn't be bad as Leo either.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson.
Well, those are older, but I can see it.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to be like too much older though. I would have him to be at least 30, like at the most, like in his like early 30s at least. Who?
Oh yeah.
John Wick.
Okay, I could go.
Keanu Reeves. Oh, that actually be pretty good.
That's a good one, Nick.
That's a good one, Nick. Actually, yeah, I could see Keanu Reeves doing that.
Remy, you can be Gallo or Leo.
Okay. No.
Yeah, we thought you in there. Young.
I'll be Cray instead. I'll be Cray first.
I'll say, Remy, what you doing?
You're too much.
I'll be the villain.
Look at him, ready to wipe us out. Stand.
No. Here, wait. I'll play Manda. I'll play the fireman.
Nobody heard me? Doris, please tell me you heard me.
No, I didn't.
What'd you say, Nick?
I said die like Baragon, right?
You first of all, Craig didn't die. He still lives at the end of the movie. So you're wrong.
But it's a different type of anime.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I could be Gallo. No, not Gallo.
Remy, you'll be perfect for it, man.
Gallo.
I'm telling you, man, you'll be perfect. Perfect. We thought you in there, Remy.
Probably. God.
Remy, we thought you in there, man. That was a really good question, Doris.
Actually,
I like that.
I'm going to say this, and this may not be popular, but you know who would be actually good as Leo if you put a blonde wig on him?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Oh, damn. That is actually pretty good. I didn't even think about that until now.
I'm still here wondering what you are talking about. Maddie, we apologize, man. We are sorry. Thanks. We got to thank Remy.
What?
No, thank me. I'm the one that asked the difficult question.
She's asking if we would want who we would want these characters to be played as in live action. Freeze Force.
All right, here we the freeze.
No, Freeze Force.
Look, I cannot stand Vulcan in this movie, but I did enjoy his role because he played it really, really well. And every time the Freeze Force came, the scene got really, really intense. And you know how scene, it gets intense, but it has to build up to that intensity level. Like as soon as they come, the intensity level is already right there. Like when they came in the pizza shop, when they even was, holding them hostage. Even when they caught him out there on the battlefield, when that old guy decided to, turn his back. I was so mad at him about that. I can't even get over that. Like I cannot get over that. And the fact that Vulcan froze him and sat on him, that was crazy. But the Freeze Force to me, I thought they played their role. And I got to know a lot about Vulcan, which I thought, like I said, he did a really, 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 really good job at making these scenes intense. So how did you feel about the Freeze Force, Remy?
I really like I like the Freeze Force. I thought they were pretty good, like antagonistic force in the movie. Because what's that? Sorry, there's like a beeping sound. Anyway, because to me, I thought they were like the good kind of like goons, or like the second antagonist, like the main guy being Cray. So I kind of like that addition to them. It added more danger, I guess, to the scene. Also have to deal with Freeze Force as well. I did like the design of a lot of their equipment, like those big freaking trucks or cars that they have.
Yeah,
those things are just freaking bulky.
I love the gun that shoots his butt up onto any floor. I'm like, yeah,
that too. Like all their jets and everything like that, all their like weaponry. Like I thought those are like pretty cool. Again, I'm with you, Donald. I hated Vulcan. He's such a jerk. I was like, you need to get punched or something.
Yeah.
You need to like
potatoes.
Get blown up. I don't care. Go away. Then you find out that he's freaking. I love that reveal though at the end where he's not even like a full big guy. He's just a small guy with a big head.
And he kept popping up at the wrong time. Like that's what really bothered me. Like he just kept popping up at the wrong time.
Exactly. He was just like, "Oh, I'm here now. Hi guys, let me shoot you."
Like, you think you can escape me? Like, oh man. What about you, Nick? How did you feel about the Freeze Force?
I thought they were pretty intimidating. Yes.
Yeah, they were.
They were really intimidating, and I just sat here questioning, like, all right, they got whole guns that just shoot, that just freeze you. How are you getting out of this one? Because whatever hits your body part, it's being frozen.
Yeah.
So there's no escaping that one.
Yeah. Plus, that thing shatters. You're dead. Your arm or your leg is gone.
like Nitro.
Exactly.
What else a bad way to go? Get froze and then just
get shattered. Yeah, that happened to one guy. He got frozen and then they just ran him over. Vulcan's like, "Hey, now we don't kill them. We need them as fuel." I'm like, "What the? You just killed them? What's wrong with you? You're insane." Oh God. Vulcan. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. God.
I think you broke Don.
I think I did.
Oh my gosh.
What happens a lot?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You still laughing, dog?
Oh man. Like when I laugh, I really laugh because I enjoy laughing. So please make me laugh. Laughter is good. Laughter is good. Doris, Freeze Force. How do you feel about the Freeze Force?
Liked them. I like the way they were portrayed. I mean, now that I see the big picture, the way they were portrayed in the story, it actually made it sounded like every stereotypical military that you know of. Here's your orders, carry out your orders, do it. And that's when Gallo is like, wait a minute, this isn't right. You know, you hear about it and you hear about these stories. You get orders, you do them, end of story. And then one guy realizes that he's just a lemming. So, I mean, I liked them, but I liked them better after they realized, wait a minute, we need to start thinking for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked their equipment. I'm sorry, I'm still fixated on the burnish because they have natural ability as opposed to mechanical ability.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to go with the metaphysical.
Well, I think almost everybody does.
Yeah, their abilities were super cool though.
Yeah, like would I want to have like a big
dragon?
What I want to exactly? Would I have a big ice gun, or do I want to literally form a giant dragon out of my hand made out of fire? That one,
form
please.
of no, I'm sorry.
Form. There is a Megazord. There is a Megazord at the end of this movie. There's a Megazord fight.
Yeah,
Wonder Twin powers.
Activate.
That was a major. Here you go, Remy.
Oh God, you jerk. Hate you. You freaking horrible. You know what? He's a good villain because I hate him. He's a good villain that you hate to like or you like to hate.
Yeah. I agree. Oh man, he punched Gallo in the stomach. That was wrong.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Don't call me Gov."
And the actor for that can be any guy that stars on The Bachelor.
There you go. Perfect. We have found our casting choice for live action.
Any no-name actor that stars on The Bachelor. There it is right there.
God. And now you broke Donald. Good job. And now Doris broke Donald. Donald's broken, everybody.
Oh my gosh, man.
Look at my dimple. Isn't it great?
Oh boy, that's funny.
I hate reality shows. Sorry.
He's broken. No, I think we all do. He's broken. Donald's broken. I am dope is gone, people.
Oh my!
He needs help.
Okay.
Just put a D on the end.
Oh man.
I am doped.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay.
You good?
Oh man.
You good, brother?
I'm good.
All right, cool.
I'm still here.
Get about 5 seconds, you gonna laugh again.
And we're back.
I hated this dude because.
All right, take 5. Action.
Was it wrong?
No.
Oh man.
No, was not wrong.
Okay, because now I can't unsee it what Doris says. Like, look how he's smiling.
Pushing the chest.
Exactly.
All he needs to do is be holding a rose, and I'd be done.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh my gosh! Okay,
stop.
All right, Nick, how do you feel about Cray?
I don't know anymore.
I gotta change this picture because I can't.
Me, you don't know anymore.
I gotta.
Come on, Nick.
I had to get off his picture because Doris got me.
No. We barely offered any insight on Cray.
Every junior. Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh, man.
Why waste time on a jerk?
Oh
Next.
my god.
That is true. Okay, fine. He's a good villain. I think he's cool. I like when he gets freaking when he goes insane near the end of the movie.
Yeah,
that animation of him. Yeah, like the way he just like his hair is all on fire, his arms made out of freaking fire. I'm just like, what is happening to you? You're freaking going insane. You're a freaking monster. What's going on?
Why?
Exactly. It's like, I'm not.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm a hero. I'm like, okay, dude.
I'm huge.
Now it's in my head where he's like, no, I'm huge.
Oh man.
No, I'm big.
Oh, Doris.
He's even got the comb back going on.
Oh. All right, next picture. There you go. Cray. Good villain. Hate him.
Oh my god.
Has some good animation to him.
Doris, I knew it was the reason I loved you.
I told you, Mystery Science Theater 3000. I want to be a guest. I am the worst commentator in the world.
We see.
Oh my
I
god.
love all respects to M.
Oh man.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. So Remy, out of 5 stars, how would you rate this film? And by the way, what is your favorite scene in this film? So we got 2 questions.
All right then.
Don't let me down, Remy.
All right, don't worry. Out of 5 stars, I'd probably give this like a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like, it's just a really good movie. I absolutely love Promare. It's a movie full of insanity. And that's why I love it so much. It's just because the animators are just like, you know what? Go crazy. Just animate whatever you want. And they're like, okay, cool. And they just went above and beyond for it. I'm just like, all right, thank you. That's what I want. Because that's what Trigger is known for. Trigger is known for doing insane animations, but also having like,
colors.
Exactly, like color
The
to them.
use of the colors.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. Like Trigger is known for their animation style, but also what I like Trigger is that as insane as they can go, they can still make you care for the characters and make you care about the storyline, which I'm like, good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just show. It's not just all show. There's also some like, there's also some like meaning to it. There's also like a little bit of like a story. There's also substance to what they do. So I like that about Trigger. So I really like Promare because of that. And my favorite scene is, of course, when like I literally like lost my mind at this scene when freaking they're both just like, you know what? Let's make the burnish like blaze up so they can like ignite themselves. So let's form into a giant Gundam the size of the planet and just start punching it and just go around the universe with a dragon that goes around the solar system, igniting all the planets. I'm like, what is happening? Because I love it so much. Like I literally lost my mind. I'm just like, oh my God, he's punching Florida. He's punching Texas. He's punching all the states.
Yeah, he punched me. I laying down on the couch while he hit me. I said,
It's like, what the? There's like a huge earthquake going around. What is happening? Exactly. It's so beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was a really good film. Out of 5 stars, I would give it a 4, only because I thought the runtime it was a little longer than it should have been. I thought a lot of things they could have cut down on, but
wasn't long enough.
Favorite scene it has to be Leo turned into Manda.
Yeah,
we're gonna say it's Manda.
It is Manda. It is
Manda. We see Manda going absolutely like berserk. All right, so that was like my favorite scene, and then also Gallo, he's cool too. He kind of gives them their own name when they combine, when they fuse.
Yeah,
so, and I thought that was cool too when they combined. They started working. And at the end when they did the fist bump, because you know throughout the movie, Leo they were misunderstood. They weren't hurting anybody. They weren't harming anybody. And like you said, Remy, their job was to send a message. Like, hey,
mislabeled.
Exactly. Right.
They're like, we offer escape routes to people when we burn buildings. We don't just like kill them. We're like, no, there's a chance for you to go.
Manda, big role for me. That was my favorite. And then the final fight scene was like super long. I wish they could have cut that down, but that was one of my favorite scenes as well. And then when they did the fist bump at the end and they played that cool music, I love that. So, what about you, Nick? How would you rate the film and favorite scene from the movie?
Favorite scene would be that whole, gigantic robot fighting scene.
Yeah.
It literally caught me off guard after his fist shattered and then spikes just came out. I was just like,
it's like okay then.
8 for effort. You did it. You beat the giant. I would rate this movie.
That's what she said.
Wow.
God. Why? And Donald's broken again. Donald's gone. We lost him, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that your cat meowed as soon as she walked away.
Oh, I know. She's meowing right now because she wants treats.
Oh my God.
Where is she? Hang on.
I rate this a 4.5.
See? Look at her.
Oh my God.
What did you rate it, Nick? A 4.5? All right, cool. Nice. I'm glad you liked it.
Don't do it. Oh man, Doris, go ahead, go for it. Oh,
Okay,
geez.
so I look at it this way. I'm not an artist, and the art was excellent. As far as animation and stuff, I don't know any CGI or animation, so I give it 5 out of 5. So because anybody that can do anything I can't do has all my respect. It's not my place to judge if you did good or bad or the other thing. You did something I can't do, you got all my respect. 5 out of 5. Favorite scene, not gonna hash it because it's the same as everybody else. Watching that dragon come out and just, I'm done with your crap. This is it. That's the amazing scene. I actually had to give kudo respect to the very ending scene when Gal comes out and goes, okay, you start doing this, you start doing this.
Yep.
Rather than standing there looking at the destruction, he's like, okay, let's pick this up and let's get going.
Yeah,
I thought that was a great 3 lines that ended it in a perfect way. Let's pick up where we left off and let's fix this. I liked that. The only other thing I have to add is because you have the rescue team, which is Gundams, machines, technology, real life, if you will. And then you have the Burnish where he turns into the dragon and they have abilities. The fact that he came, their reality was Gundams and technology. His reality as someone, and they taught you that the Burnish, they were part of the earth. They pulled their energy from a different source, and he came out as an energy type of, I don't want to say mythological creature, like an elemental, if you will.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, I liked that they left them with their ability. So yeah, I like that. But my favorite scene in the whole thing was when his inner earth powers came out. They didn't give him technology because that's not what they had.
That was real good. And that's what I enjoyed the most. Like just that natural power and the natural ability.
Raw power.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
Exactly. Like nobody could stop him in that form. Freeze Force was completely like
lava
devastated by that. Yeah.
Lava.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that animation too, when Leo like burst out of the volcano, that was gorgeous. I had to the first time I saw that, I literally went back.
I love animation.
I'd be very curious to find out if that was raw art or CGI.
I think that was raw art.
Well
it looked like raw art. I think it was just raw art.
It was fantastic.
It looked like
raw art.
That was. Whew, I'm just like.
We still have Maddie in the comments. Maddie, if you have any future references of any movies or TV shows that you would like us to review, please let us know.
Yes.
Because it's Serge's turn for the next movie. So we'll see what
it is.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what he
We
picks.
did Nick, then you, then Serge, and then it's DJ after Serge, then it's me, then it's Doris.
Gotta save the best for last, right?
That's right.
Especially with all her smart comments.
Yeah.
You watch. It'll be my week on the week I'm in Florida.
Oh God.
Probably.
Well, we can rearrange that for you, Doris. That's not a problem.
Yeah. We can move it.
We'll move it around.
Don't worry, it won't be Battleship.
Serge said what?
He said, "Oh."
He's like, "Oh, it's my turn." He's like, "Uh-oh."
Egg roll hitter.
No, you know what? Serge could play Vulcan. Serge could cosplay as Vulcan. They're both bald.
Oh my gosh!
Tell me when it works.
I think he's about to announce his movie.
Oh, he is?
He's like, I think because he's like any sci-fi movie, and I said yes.
Yes, we are the sci-fi.
All right.
Yes.
Serge better not let us down.
Ooh, watch it be Aliens. That would
Which
be
one? Which one? Because if it's any of them,
the second one.
100% great.
Yeah, the second one. The other ones suck. Anything after Aliens, the second Alien.
It's so great.
Did anybody watch Prey?
I did.
Oh yeah, I did.
I love Prey. Prey was really good.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Okay.
Suicide Squad.
Which Suicide Squad? There was two that was made.
Because I refuse to watch the one with Jared Leto in it. Screw that one. That one's garbage. I'm not watching that.
Thank you, Remy. Thank you.
Nick, it's garbage.
Thank
I'm not playing.
It is
Give me,
bad.
Nick, give me high five on the screen. Thank you. Yes. Anybody who likes that movie, it's fine, whatever. But I'm sorry, that movie's complete and utter
I didn't even
dog
watch it,
trash.
so
I hated Suicide Squad. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. The Suicide Squad,
Just watch
that
the
one's
one with
way
King
better.
Shark. Just watch the one with King Shark.
Yeah, that one
Did
was
Serge
amazing.
pick his movie? Let me see.
No, I think he's still The Mothman Prophecies.
I've never seen that.
I've heard of that one. Well, that's
actually, I know. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up
what happened?
because I started watching something and I'm not even done with it yet. So I know what mine's gonna be, and we're talking 3 weeks away, something like that.
Mhm.
I started watching this thing last night. I actually have to look up the name, so I'm stalling for time. We started watching it. So there's a series on Netflix,
Mhm.
and it's like 8 different short stories, if you will.
Okay.
And we started watching it last night, and we watched the first 3. And when I'm telling you, come out going like this. It's bizarre.
Well, let
Oh,
me
wait,
ask
isn't that
so let-
Canon a
let me ask you a
secret?
question, Doris. Would you want to do some kind of watch party for that?
Yes, because I would love to. Not safe for children.
What's it called though? Is it Cabinet of Secrets?
Oat Studios.
Someone said the final countdown. So we
Oat
need to,
Studios.
we need to
Oat
write
Studios.
these down.
It's gory, but they're short stories. So
Oh, it's
take it-
gory.
Some of it is gory.
I don't know
But
about
some of
that.
it-
I have a little problem with gore. I kind of get a little bit like
But it's
clear-headed
sci-fi
if it's too
gore.
gory.
It's like the first one has Sigourney Weaver in it, and it's post-apocalyptic.
Oh, okay.
The second one is a hidden story from Vietnam. The third one is we laughed our butts off. Imagine 80s infomercials
Oh, good God.
gone bad.
Oh no.
So, and that's all
That
we got
is-
to. I cannot wait to watch the rest of these because you literally are like,
What is
what the
happening?
hell did I just watch?
That's pretty much what I said after
I
watching
cannot
this.
wait to finish the series.
What the hell did I just watch?
Yeah, we have to do a watch party.
Yeah.
When
Don't forget, we got Gamma Month coming up, people.
Yes!
yeah, we got Gamma. So
Gamma Month.
we'll probably do him. What's today?
Today's
The-
I am.
The 12th.
I am doing Gamera.
Good.
What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think?
I think it looks. I like.
think it-
Yeah, I like it too. I think it looks good.
It's fire.
It's very hard to imagine if you're not a builder because, like, the solid black is like number 2 of 6 layers of latex.
No, that is super cool, and I like the way that you're showing us the project as you go.
Well, you have to do that because if I do go into any cosplay contest with it or anything, you have to have a timeline to prove that you did it.
Yeah,
I take pictures every night of what I did.
that is so cool.
Oh,
That is
there's
so
my
cool.
husband, Mad Gopher. He said the final countdown. That was a good
Oh.
one.
Oh, what's up, man? Gopher? What's up, man?
The final countdown. I don't think I've
That's
seen the final
Nick.
countdown.
Yeah, Nick at night.
Nick.
Nick.
Hello again.
I felt that throughout high school. That and Chicken Little.
Oh, wow.
So we got the final countdown, Suicide Squad,
Nick!
and then
If you're
Wait,
listening, I told them when it's my turn, we have to do like a watch party for that Oat Studios we started watching last night.
we'll do.
Ew.
Now you're scaring me because I'm like
No.
very like. Yeah.
I told you
Crap
the
like
first
that.
one is Sigourney Weaver. It's post-apocalyptic, and yes, there are some gory scenes, but no worse than like aliens or something like that. The
Nick
second one is
Jr.
kind of really good, but it's graphic. Whoever is the artist in these spared no expense. Let's just say, okay. The third one, we laughed so hard. I thought we were eating chips and snacks and stuff. I took a sip of my milk because I was doing milk and cookies, And I set my milk down. A little while later, I took a sip of milk, and I guess there was like cookie residue in the bottom, and this chunk went down, and I went, oh, it's just cookie. I literally, because I was like, after watching what I saw, I was like,
so we would do the watch party, and so what we'll do is we'll figure out the game.
We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to review Prey one of these days though. Or
well, what we can do if we're gonna do the Gamma month for February, because that would be February 2nd.
The love.
So we'll have to find if we can find another day where we all free and can all kind of get together and make arrangements, then we can do it then. So that shouldn't be a problem. So.
Well, I would say wait until like February 2nd, so that way we have the month itself.
GAM's gonna be the next big thing, if you will.
Yeah.
To sink your teeth in it.
Oh, Donald, you know what?
Make it cool before it's cool.
Yeah, we gotta make it cool before it's cool.
We gotta be in the train. Yeah, we gotta be in the train wagon for the series.
We're in the locomotive. We ain't in the caboose. Okay.
We're starting it.
That's how we gonna end it. That's how we gonna end the night.
Exactly. We're starting it.
Maddie, I don't know. It's sad that we have to go, man, because we have so much fun when we get on here, and I know I'm gonna get a good laugh when I'm on here.
Oh no, he's doing it again.
What?
He's losing himself.
He's waiting for my comment. Is what he's waiting.
No, he is.
Oh, gosh.
He's like, what's Doris going to say next? That's the new game of the day. What's Doris going to say next?
Yeah, man.
Will it be?
Well,
I
am Donald.
I'm Nick.
Remy.
Remy.
Doris.
Doris. And we are the Sci-Fi Nerds. And we want to say y'all have a great night and peace.